Alright guys, just saying here, back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And in today's video, we're going to be checking out the EZA AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, of course, we did showcase the Goku yesterday, so it only makes sense we'd go to the Vegeta now. And between the two of them, I do think the Goku probably is a little bit better, because as I said in yesterday's showcase, if you watch that, the Goku does raise defense for 6 turns. He raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. And the Vegeta only raises attack by 30% for 6 turns. So between the two, I think raising defense for the 6 turns is a lot more important, because it just means defensively he's going to look a lot better. And while this Vegeta does have something that Goku doesn't, because he raises defense by 50% on his actual super attack effect, I don't think that's going to be beneficial in the long term. I think maybe like turn 1, this guy will look better defensively. But then once you start getting like the multiple stacks in with the Goku, he really does just start to look better. So, but this Vegeta is still going to be good, right? I mean, he, again, has that 30% chance to counter enemy super attacks. He pretty much has the exact same passive as the Goku, actually. Not much is really different. It's just that on his super attack effect, obviously the defense and attack is like switched. So he greatly raises defense for 1 turn, and then gets that 30% attack for the 6 turns. And then the Goku obviously is the opposite. So yeah, before we get into the video though, if you find yourself enjoying it at any point, feel free to like and subscribe. Also keep in mind there are timestamps in the video, so if you want to skip around to any part, then absolutely feel free to do that. And yeah, let's get right into it. So on this opening rotation right here, we actually do have a pretty good one. We're going to have 5 out of 7 links. So we are missing Sandroar, which actually does kind of suck because that's a good amount of defense from that. But we do have 50% support from the Pan. So that definitely makes up for it. We're going to be looking pretty good. So start of turn, we're at 215k defense. So alright, you know, not the craziest, but we get the 50% defense on super. And we also have the 30% chance to evade enemy super attack. So after we super, we're going to be a little over 300k. Yeah, that's not really the best, but again, you know, same with the Goku. If you really start to consider this guy's age, it does start to look pretty good, because of course, he released when like 200k start of turn defense turn 1 was crazy, and then, you know, you get the 50% on super attack effect, and then you're pushing like 300k. So, well, actually, you know what, he probably wasn't even this good, because, you know, you didn't have 200% leader skills. So, yeah, it was just a completely different time period. But anyway, in terms of our attack stat, we're at a 6.8 million attack stat. Really not that good, because he doesn't have any, like, you know, built-in additionals or crits, but our attack stats do gradually get higher, because of course we have that 30% attack for 6 turns, and he is AGL, so he does have that base 5 additional, so we could get multiple supers somewhat frequently. I guess in terms of how you should build him, I do probably suggest full additionals, because, you know, same thing with the Goku, they kind of stack. I mean, you know, they get the attack for the Vegeta and then the defense for the Goku for 6 turns, so it's basically like they're stacking. And you know, with that, of course, you're going to want to capitalize on that and go full additionals, because especially with the Goku, if you're getting double supers off consistently, his defense really is going to start to look good. But the Vegeta, I mean, you know, 30% attack is nice, but I really don't feel like it's going to be that crazy. Like, I don't think you're going to be hitting, like, you know, over 10 million attack stats once you get a lot of supers with him. I mean, it's definitely possible if you double super like every turn. But I think it's not really going to be that common. But anyway, 237k defense. We've got a little bit more support, so it definitely went up a little. And we still are missing Sandroar and all that, so just keep that in mind. What I'll do here is, yeah, I'll get that with the Pan. We'll get these 7 Geysers right there, and then we'll see how good we're looking. I mean, we got a better rotation, as I said. We got 1 super attack in, so our attack stat should be a little bit higher right here, even though we are still missing like a couple other links. But I mean, again, we've got more support and we got 1 super, and if we can get the double super off, that'd be great right here, because then of course that's 60% attack for 6 turns instead of just 30%. Okay, almost 7 million. I mean, you know, not really the best, but I guess definitely, considering that we're still gradually stacking attack, that's not really the worst either. I mean, this guy isn't going to be doing that much damage unless you're double supering with him, because, you know, 7 million attack stat really isn't that good, but then if you get 2 of them, that's alright. That's solid damage. That's like 14 million damage in terms of your attack stats in total. So definitely pretty good there. And then if you start getting crits off with him, then his damage does start to look pretty impressive. And keep in mind, the additionals, of course, do benefit him defensively too, because you're getting that 50% defensive increase, which, you know, on that rotation right there where we had like 237k defense. So with the first super, we were over 300k. And then if we got the additional, we would have been over 400k. And over 400k defense isn't really that horrible, because if you're in a stage where you have type advantage, in like a difficult, like a red zone stage or somewhere like that, with type advantage and having 400k defense, that's kind of in surviving range, right? At least for normal attacks. I mean, super attacks, you'll probably die. But then again, keep in mind, this guy does have that 30% chance to evade enemy super attacks. So if you, if you get supered with him, you still have that chance to dodge it. But all right, right here, we're going to be looking pretty good, because we are still going to have, GT, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, which are still some very good links. I mean, GT especially, it's like 10% attack and defense. So having that active definitely is a good thing. We've got a ton of support here again. So yeah, 237k defense. We got all these AGL key spheres right here, which I guess it doesn't really matter. He's already at the 12 key super attack. Actually, does this guy have like built-in key? No, he doesn't. Okay, he just has a lot of good key links. I mean, prepared for battle, shocking speed, all that definitely are very good links for this guy. And they're pretty common too. I mean, most of the people you're running him around are going to have those links, because I mean, he's on amazing teams. He's on like Pure Saiyans, Vegeta Family, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent Child, Battle of Fate, all these categories which have so many like good characters with good link sets. So okay, we actually got the counter in the video. It took a bit for us to get the counter in the video in the Goku showcase, but apparently we got a little luckier here. Because keep in mind, it's a 30% chance to get it. It's not really that common. It's not something you can rely on, right? I mean, if a unit has a 30% chance to dodge, you'll see him dodge every now and then, but it's not necessarily something you can like say like, okay, let me put him in slot 1. He's gonna dodge all these attacks. You know what I mean? So it's somewhat reliable, but not really. It's one of those things where it's like a nice surprise if you get it. But definitely, I mean, it's a good thing. Some extra damage. You get to dodge a super attack, which depending on where you have him, that is a very good thing. Because if you take this guy versus like, Cell Max, and you manage to get the dodge on the super attack, you're avoiding like 2 million damage, right? So that definitely is very good. But okay, on this rotation, we're going to be looking a little bit better. I brought the Tech Goku because he has Sand Roar, right? Yeah, he does. Okay, so we should be getting him on a rotation. I probably wasn't paying attention and I didn't like float him off, but we'll get them on a rotation together, and then we'll call it in here, and then we'll probably take him. I don't know, what's a hard-hitting STR like enemy? I guess there's the Gamma Red Zone stage. I know there's a phase that's STR in there. There's Super 17, but I don't know. I feel like those aren't like difficult enough. I mean, okay, they can be difficult, right? But comparing them to like Red Zone Broly or like Metal Cooler Core, Omega Shenron, I think those are like some standout like hard-hitting enemies for their own typing. But STR doesn't have like a really hard-hitting enemy. So I'll probably end up bringing him versus the Gamma Red Zone stage, just because I feel like he'll perform better in there, because the Gammas do hit a little bit harder. But anyway, our attack stat right there is 7.1. Yeah, I mean, that's all right. I don't know. You're not really going to see his attack stats jump up that much. Like I was saying, he's not even really going to be around 10 million. But, well, okay, wait. Let me wait till we get, like, a good rotation with his links. Because on this next rotation, we're going to have the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Who, I mean, they work as a rotation, but look, the Tech full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku was just not good enough. If you guys don't remember, he was a global first EZA for the 7th year anniversary. But he kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know why they EZA'd him. I really wish they would have, like, waited for a GT celebration or something like that. Well, I guess the 7th year anniversary was kind of a GT celebration, but another one down the line where it would have made a little bit more sense for him to EZA, and they would have actually made him good, because he really just feels underwhelming. I mean, a lot of you probably forgot he EZA'd, right? Just because he wasn't good enough. They kind of made him like, I say this a lot, like a stats unit. And what I mean by that is they didn't really give him any dodge, damage reduction, guard, anything like that. And it makes it to where the unit is probably going to age pretty poorly if they don't have any of that. But I mean, still, I guess he can be alright in certain situations. Right here, he shares, like, I think 6 out of 7 links with this Vegeta. So we found some use for him here, which definitely is a good thing, but I just feel like he could have been better. And he does actually have some dodge, by the way. He does also have a 30% chance to dodge enemy super attack, but as I already said, a 30% chance isn't really that high. But anyway, right here, we are going to have stuff like Sand Roar and all those links active, and we are at 190k defense, so a little bit of a drop because we don't have any support. But what I'm going to do with him right here, because we got a lot of links active, and because we've stacked up a lot with him in terms of his attack, I am going to nuke with him, and then we'll probably call it in here, and then we'll go ahead and take him in the Gamma Red Zone stage. Wow, are you serious? We didn't get any key spheres? Okay, that was horrible. I gotta come back. All right, we're gonna cut to a rotation when I come back, because we gotta get a redo on that one. Alright, so we're here back in the Legendary Vegeta event, and I'm not over-exaggerating when I say this. It took like 6 times for us to actually get a good rotation of good like key luck with the items, but I mean, it all worked out in the end. As you can see right here, we got a full field of AGL key spheres, so we should be looking really good right here. Also, we are going to pop the World Tournament Announcer item, so just a very crazy rotation with that. Our defense is the same as the previous rotation, 190k. Definitely not really that good, because then he's only going to be at 300k, or like a little bit under 300k after he gets his super attack. But, you know, he's very old, as I've been saying throughout the video, so it's understandable. Now, as long as this doesn't crit, we should be good, because this Goku can do some solid damage, actually, if he's getting additionals and crits. But, alright, we didn't right there. So, we are at a 17 million attack stat. Definitely pretty good. I mean, it's a nuking rotation, so, of course, you know, it was bound to be really high. But, I mean, you know, considering all the 30% attack buffs we've gotten throughout the fight, a couple of them have worn off because we're on turn, like, 9 at this point. But, still, we've gotten a lot of them because, you know, they last for 6 turns. So, it's still a good amount of time where that 30% extra attack is going to be applied. So, that definitely did help his attack stat out right there. And, yeah, overall, I mean, he's been looking all right through this run. Again, I really think the Goku is just better. If I'm being honest with you, the Goku probably feels a little bit more impressive even offensively, which is really weird because this guy raises defense or raises attack for 6 turns. So you'd think he would be better, but I don't know. I guess they just wanted the Goku to be better, which is weird, right? They do that with so many units where they just make the Goku outright better than the Vegeta. The only time I can think of like a situation where it wasn't like that was for the GT Goku and Vegeta for Golden Week, the Super Saiyan Dokkan Fest ones. They did actually make the Vegeta much better than the Goku. But I don't know, typically the Gokus are just better than the Vegetas, but I don't know, it's just how they handle it, I guess. So anyway, with all that shown, let's go ahead and cut to the Gamma Red Zone stage. Alright, so we're here in the Gamma Red Zone stage, and we do have a pretty good rotation right here. We are going to have 5 out of 7 links, so we're only missing Prepared for Battle and Saiyan Pride, so not really the biggest deal. And we're at 200k defense, so I mean, I guess that's alright, you know, we get the 50% on Super, and that'll put us a little over 300k. Now, this is his first appearance, so we have had no, like, attack stacks, really. So we haven't had, like, the 30% attack for the 6 turns yet. So, you know, his attack stat really isn't going to be all that good right here. Just keep that in mind. And also, we don't have any support. So, yeah, 6.8, not really the best. But hopefully we still kill, because I don't want to take damage. Okay, okay. So much for that. Let's keep this in the video. How much are you taking? 849k. All right, so keep in mind, his defense was not going to get any better from there. He, of course, does not get the defense for the 6 turns. He only gets the attack, as I've said a couple times. So, that would have been how well he would have tanked throughout the whole fight. And also, we did have the support memory, so we were in a little bit of a better situation. But I'm going to keep that in the video. Let's still cut to the STR phase of the Gamma Red Zone stage to see how well he's tanking during there. Alright, so we are once again back in the Gamma Red Zone stage, and we've got a really good setup right here. We are going to have 6 out of 7 links, so not 5 out of 7, so we're going to be looking a little bit better. We don't have any support, though, once again, because other than the Carnival LR Goku, I couldn't really bring many support units, just because this is a somewhat difficult fight, right? So I got to make sure my team can, you know, survive. But what I am going to do is I'm going to pop this active skill. Hopefully Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta can hold down slot 1, or I guess Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can hold down slot 1. And then Vegeta will be able to get his super, we'll be able to tank these attacks, see how well he performs from that, and then go from there. So let's go ahead and play this active skill. Alright, now we're cooking. Now he's out. We can get, okay, 2 Rainbow Key Spheres. So with the 2 Rainbow Key Spheres, we do get 14% damage reduction, because I believe it's 7% damage reduction with every Rainbow Key Sphere. So, I mean, he should be cooking right here, right? I mean, it's Gogeta. He's got that 50% chance to dodge supers as well. So, overall, I think he's going to be looking really good. Let's check his defensive stat really quick. 359k. Alright, so yeah, he should be fine. If he gets a super off first, then he's surviving anything. But I don't know. Before he supers, he might get a little cooked. But Vegeta is at 209k after the super attack. He is going to be over 300k defense. which I think is good, at least for tanking the Gamma 1, so the STR enemy. But in terms of the AGL one, don't really know. We're going to have to wait to see how much he takes right there. But I probably should have targeted the AGL one, because I don't know if Gogeta is going to kill right here, because he is super effective against all types. Oh, he's nullifying his attack. Oh my god. I'm stupid. I forgot. So now we're not going to see Gamma 1 attack the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. But he's taken 140k from Gamma 2. That's a lot. That is a lot. I think we probably wouldn't have tanked double digits from... yeah, we're dead. Oh, no, we're not. Okay, we just barely survived. Alright, well, you know what? We're going to pop a Senzu Bean. I guess let's just go along with it, right? Let's see if we can get him to tank some attacks from the STR enemy. So we'll target Gamma 2. We can go ahead and play this. I haven't played this in a video in a while, so... Wow, all that for only 3 million damage. Alright, not really the craziest amount of damage right there. But I guess we have to crit off. So, anyway, we should be looking pretty good right here. Both Carnival LR Gokus have built up a bit. The AGL one has stacked up a bit. And the STR one has gotten hit a couple times. And then, of course, Vegeta and Trunks. I mean, you guys already know they're holding down slot 1. They're crazy like that. So, yeah, we should be fine right here. I don't really care if we kill Gamma 2. I guess it would be... Actually, it would be pretty beneficial, because then we don't have to worry about him attacking the Vegeta, right? But I really just want to make sure we don't kill Gamma 1, because I want to see the Vegeta tank some attacks from Gamma 1, because we took like 150k per normal from Gamma 2, which, yeah, definitely a lot. But I think him having type advantage really is going to make a difference to where he might be able to tank double digits, but I don't know. We'll have to see. So, wow, they are really not doing that much damage. I forget how tanky the Gammas are. I mean, because they hit reasonably hard, right? I mean, you know, some units are taking a lot of damage. But I think the main thing about them is just how long it takes for you to actually kill them, which is interesting. It makes it to where units that stack and all that definitely can't spread their wings here. So, all right, Gamma 1 is supering the Goku, but we have type advantage right here, and we've stacked up a bit. So, yeah, okay, 200k. All right, so pretty good, and we got the defense from that. I think that was our 5th attack we received. So, we will be looking really good right here. Because now, okay, yeah, we got the attack buff as well. So now the AGL Carnival LR Goku is like, he's going to destroy this event, right? We're talking like over 10 million attack stats with like almost a million defense. So, all right. What we'll do... okay. Okay, I'm going to use the Senzu Bean again. We're going to keep the Vegeta in slot 1. I highly doubt we're going to survive to even get to the fact where he supers. But it's worth the risk, I guess. We'll just gamble it. So, hopefully he doesn't die from these 3 attacks. As long as we don't receive a single super, we should be fine. And then we get our super attack off and then tank the Gamma 1's normal. And then see how well he's looking right there. 200k defense, not really the best, but yeah, 5 out of 7 links. So, I think we're fine. But I guess we're about to find out, right? So, just as long as we don't get supered. So, just don't super. 76k, that's a lot. And 262k, so even more. Alright, yeah, definitely a lot of damage. But then after we get the super, which we crit, by the way, 28k. Alright, that's... We went through all that struggle, all that, just to get that one attack right there. 28k, didn't even take double digits, which, you know, not really the most impressive, but I guess he's old, right? So, kind of saw it coming. So, yeah, we are going to die right here. I'm pretty sure Gamma 2 is going to kill because we didn't get the dodge off because I'm just unlucky like that. Right? This is going to kill. I don't know. We got a Rainbow Key Sphere, so we've got some damage reduction. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. We're dead, all right. So, all right. Well, that was a pretty good showing. I mean, 28k definitely is a lot, but I'm just happy we were able to finally see how much damage he was taking because that took a minute. But, all right. With all that shown, let's go ahead and cut to the unit breakdown. All right. Here we have Unparalleled Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So, starting off with his leader skill, it is Super AGL type Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense plus 130%, or Extreme AGL type Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense plus 90%. A solid leader skill, you know, an Ultimate Clash and maybe some Super Battle Road stages. It'll definitely benefit you. And this guy's super attack effect is he greatly raises defense for 1 turn, so that's a 50% buff. He causes immense damage to enemy and then greatly lowers defense. You know, every time I see this, I always explain, they really just throw this on units just because they can. This is like a horrible thing. Like, I don't know what this does. This is like very bad. I would have rather it been attack, because greatly lowering defense, the opportunities where you're going to be able to make use out of it is so limited in and of itself, because majority of the events cancel it. But even when you can get it, like, let's be honest, is it really doing that much for you? Because if you get like 3 supers off, then yeah, the enemy's like defense is going to be a lot lower. But if you're getting 3 supers off, you're probably killing the enemy. So like, I don't know if it really matters. And you're not killing the enemy because you're lowering the defense. I don't know. It's just, it's there, right? Greatly lowering defense. I'll shut up. And then this guy raises attack by 30% for 6 turns. So that definitely is pretty good. That's pretty crucial in him getting like higher in terms of his attack stats. But as we saw in the video, you know, he's not really going to push like 10 million or anything. So he's not really getting that impressive. But to be fair, we didn't really get that many additionals either. And then moving on to his passive, he gets attack plus 150% and defense plus 120%. This guy gets an additional 40% attack when performing a super, and then he has the medium chance to evade enemy super attack, and then counter with tremendous power. So definitely very useful there. This guy's going to be taking so much damage from supers. So, you know, having the medium chance to dodge it is very good. This guy's links are Super Sand, Sand Roar, Prepared for Battle, Shocking Speed, Sand Pride, GT, and Fierce Battle. Pretty good link set. This guy's categories are Shadow Dragon Saga, Pure Sands, Vegeta Family, Worthy Rivals, Saviors, Grade 8 Power, Miraculous Awakening, Gifted Warriors, GT Heroes, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, and Bond of Parent and Child. Alright, I mean, yeah, that pretty much is the video. Let me know what you guys are thinking of this Vegeta down in the comments. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.